2022, and it'll feature two evenly matched high-octane teams as the Perth Lynx host the Adelaide Lightning. The Lynx are well rested, back on their home floor. The Lightning are in the midst of a Christmas blitz, with tonight's game their third in 9 days. And these sides are very evenly matched. It's hard to know who to tip, but one thing is for sure, a three-point party has been booked for the Bendat Basketball Centre, and you are all invited. Hello and welcome to Perth as round 8 of the Cygnett WNBL continues. Ben Waterworth with you, alongside an icon of Australian basketball, a 12-time WNBL champ, including 7 times as a coach, Carrie Graff. Carrie, great to be alongside you once again to call a WNBL game, a game we're so much looking forward to, and a game that'll feature two star Opals players in Steph Talbot of the Lightning and Sammy Whitcomb of the Lynx. Hello and welcome to you.
Thanks, Ben. Great to be here for another one. This, as you say, I'm happy to be at this party.
Yeah.
Sitting back celebrating some big three-point shots. As you mentioned, Sammy Whitcomb, what a legend she is. She can shoot the three, she can get on the rim, she leads her team. She was a part of the World Cup team with that bronze medal, as was Steph Talbot. An all-star 5 at the World Cup, leading her team, a workhorse at both ends of the floor. Is a rebounder, is a scorer. But if we talk about scoring, doesn't get much better than Sammy Whitcomb.
No. Oh, and she was awesome in the last game between the Perth Lynx and the UC Caps. She had 26 points, most of them, I think 15 coming in that final quarter. She comes up against Steph Talbot, MVP in 2020, runner-up in the MVP last year. Two players in serious form. Steph Talbot probably in the form of her life at the moment.
Yeah, look, and I think the difference for Talbot this year is too, she's had a pretty good support crew around her. It's not all on her shoulders. Having said that, she often gets the biggest defensive assignment on the other team. She rebounds at both ends of the floor. She can score from the three-point line. She can put it on the floor. She's robust. So, and certainly for her, tonight, second game for the Adelaide Lightning with one of their imports, Kirsten Bell, no longer with the team, having the team's departed terms, and I'm sure Talbot will look to step up and certainly take on maybe a bit more of that scoring too, with Bell out, who'd been averaging 14 points for them in 28 minutes.
Must-win game for both of these clubs. You can see that they're 5th and 6th respectively on the ladder. The Sydney Flames a little bit earlier on, Carrie, as you saw, able to get their third win of the season across against the UC Capitals, who still remain without that win. But so important that these two teams try and push away from the Flames. We're starting to gather a little bit of momentum. Yeah,
absolutely. Look, I think it's going to be tough for either of Adelaide or Perth to make it into that top 4, or certainly, for Adelaide, they've played a bucket of games against that top 4. They haven't got the split against any of them. Split's still open for Townsville, so that'll be interesting. But this is the first time these two teams have played, so it's going to be a great one.
Is how the Perth Lynx line up tonight. Sammy Whitcomb, obviously the skipper there, but Chloe Bibby having a mighty season, isn't she?
Yeah, look, she's been impressive. She can hit the three. She's 6'2", she's strong, she's athletic, she can put the ball on the floor, rebounds at both ends of the floor. She's certainly led the way for them, has been a bright spark.
And Lauren Scherf continuing to get better with every game that she plays as well. As we have a look at the Adelaide Lightning, so with no Kirsten Bell out there, Monroe comes back into the lineup after missing Wednesday night's loss to the Bendigo Spirit, but Izzy Borlase and Chelsea Brooke again in the starting 5.
Yeah, and Borlase, boy, she's been impressive as a youngster. A rookie game, you couldn't call it a rookie game.
She's only 19 years old. It's nuts, isn't it?
She was, another one of, a South Australian product, but, been a part of Basketball Australia's Centre of Excellence in Canberra, and she's impressive. She's a future Opal for sure. And you can't talk about the Adelaide Lightning this year without talking about Lauren Mansfield. Veteran point guard, is having a career, I'm going to say almost her career best season. She's had some games where she shot the hell out of the three-point shot. She leads the team. She's an excellent player off the ball screen. You talk about fun stuff to watch. Ball screen action from both of these teams will be impressive. Three-point shooters who can shoot the lights out. Both teams with some players that can, score double digits. So it's going to be an exciting one.
These two teams are ranked 1st and 2nd in the competition. The Lynx 1st, the Lightning 2nd for 3 points attempted per game at the moment. The Lynx are attempting 33s per outing at the moment, which is a WNBL record. We've never seen numbers like that. The Lightning are averaging 26 attempts as well. We're in for a lot of fun tonight, Karen.
We are. Look, and with the Lynx, you're not going to die wondering whether it's going to be from the three-point line.
Great to have your company wherever you're watching on 9 now as Cygnett WNBL action continues. It's round 8 It's the penultimate game of 2022, and it's a must-win game for both of these two teams as they try and keep their slim top four hopes alive. Here's Talbot, who's in outstanding form. Lovely feed inside for Monroe, who gets the two, cops some contact, and will head to the line for an extra.
Yeah, and Adelaide do that exceptionally well. They pass the ball gets through sets of hands, and their cutting ability, you know, see Talbot back in, Monroe reads that and dives to the rim. If Talbot puts it up, then Monroe's there to rebound the ball. If she makes a dive cut, head turn, there she gets a nice little feed inside from Talbot.
As we mentioned off the top, missed Wednesday night's game. It was a big exclusion against the Bendigo Spirit, but she starts with a three-point play, averaging the 11 points per game this season is the import. So Perth with their first look here on offense. Whitcomb switching it out, and a lovely look there from Sharp, just off target, and the first stop of the game.
Good ball movement by the Perth Lynx. They do that well, penetrate the ball, pitch it out to three-point shooters.
Monroe underneath the rack again cops some contact as well, and the Perth Lynx, I think they'll be hoping that Lauren Scherf might be able to try and put a body on Monroe tonight, because she's a presence underneath the rim. Yeah, she is. Look, you know, a veteran, played all around the globe as Monroe. She's been a great support piece for this Adelaide Lightning team. We see make the catch deep, mismatch smaller players underneath with both, as we see her again. Yeah. What a start from Jacinta Monroe. She's got the first 5 points of the game and causing some early headaches on defence for Ryan Petrick's Perth Lynx. Nat Hurst coaching the Adelaide Lightning. Both teams hoping for their fourth win. Scherf, that was a tough catch, but somehow sticks. 9 seconds to shoot. Scherf with a tough right-hand attempt, and it drops nicely. Nice finesse, Scherf. Uses her size, backs down the slider Monroe, and just finesses that little hook. He's having an excellent 2022-23 campaign. Mansfield thought about the step back three, instead went for the hot hand at the moment. Monroe lost control though, and Sharp able to regather and put it straight into an Adelaide Lightning opponent and send it out of bounds. Clearly a tactic for the Adelaide Lightning is to go inside early to Monroe. We've seen her with a touch nearly every time down the floor so far. Ryan trying to work her way into the key there, but lost control and stepped out of bounds. Robbie Ryan. Not sure if she's admiring her tattoos or suggesting to the referee that there might have been a bit of hand on forearm then. Great tat set there tonight. Looking forward to Marina Whittle stepping onto the field, onto the court rather, as Mansfield try to work her way inside, blocking foul, and another foul on the Perth Lynx. That's their third already in just under 2 minutes. That could come down to hurt them. Excellent free throw shooting team as a group of the Adelaide Lightning. These two teams always seem to put on the show, particularly at the Bendat Basketball Centre, as Mansfield misses the three and the Lynx come up with a stop. These two teams, in their last 14 meetings, the Lightning have won 9, as the Lynx through Whitcomb reduced the margin to 1. She makes it look easy, Sammy Whitcomb. You know, doesn't look super quick, but she just finds a way to change gears, lean off shots, use her body well. We see the ball screen action. Monroe down low again. Bibby with the full front, goes into Monroe and scores. Too good at the moment. Monroe has all 7 of Adelaide's points early going. It looks like Bibby's got that defensive matchup early. Big task for her, as Scherf now goes to work on the perimeter. Whitcomb, lovely release, didn't get the finish. Tough shot over the length of Talbot. Here's Borlase, what a young star we're witnessing the WNBL this season. The number 5 for the Adelaide Lightning. Talbot for Borlase. Great cut, great find, great play from the Adelaide Lightning. Yeah, they do that exceptionally well. Mentioned earlier, their ability to cut, back cut, dive cut. Ryan for Scherf, who's been in good three-point shooting form this year, but that's misfiring. Monroe with another rebound. That's a missed shot from the Adelaide Lightning. Scherf this time doing some work at the defensive end of the floor. Plays point guard. The 196-centimetre star goes to work, finds Whitcomb. Count the assist for Scherf. Whitcomb hits the triple. You don't want Sammy Whitcomb to get her eye in early. She's an exceptional three-point shooter. More than half her attempts are three-point shots. Coming off some great form against the Caps last week. Talbot for Brooke. Mansfield finds a hole and then lost control. Ryan for Bibby. She just lost control, but in rhythm there. Scherf couldn't quite get the floater to drop. Talbot brings it away. High-octane stuff, as we expected at the Bendat Basketball Centre. Monroe can almost put up the deep two. No one coming at her, so she decides to put it up and is missing. Scherf with another ball.
Trademark of Lauren Scherf. She packs in the keyway, sits off her player if they're not a three-point or long-range two threat. As we see her say, well, I'm a threat. Swings it to Bibby for the three.
Lynx hit the lead. They were down 5-zip. Bibby coming up with the three. She's having a monster season as well. Going at 50% from the field this year as well. Chloe Bibby. 4 lots of 20-plus points so far this season.
Mismatch down low for Monroe.
She finds it as well. Hits the two. Lightning regain the lead.
She's done well. She's sealing inside. When any mismatch or a switch occurs, she's sealing deep on the rim.
These two teams played 3 pre-season games as well, which the Lynx won 2 of them. So they're well accustomed to each other, even though this is the first official meeting this season, as Whitcomb misses the triple attempt. And a long rebound for Borlase. Talbot. Monroe. Falling short and letting her have that deep two attempt early.
Daring her to take it.
Sharp draws the contact. No offensive foul. Borlase hitting the floor. It's a look from Alex Sharp, who's just continued to get better. Certainly saw a come of age in the hub season in 2020. And some big steps forward last year as well. It's the start tonight. So as I mentioned before, in the last 14 meetings between these two sides, the Lightning are 9-5, but the Lynx have actually lost. Lynx actually have won 3 of the last 4 meetings between these two sides, and Adelaide's last victory against the Lynx was in October 26, 2019. And there's obviously been a lot of roster changes. Fans certainly keep a close eye on the win-loss ratio. What a block, what athleticism from Steph Talbot. At her best.
Wow, Talbot. Ball lays on the break with the pull-up, can't get that to go.
Why Steph Talbot, Carrie, is one of the most well-rounded players in the country.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm going to say one of the best defenders in the league, and she can score, and she can rebound, and she can handle the ball, and she can play on the break. The list goes on. She's complete. You know, there's no wonder she was an All-Star 5 at the World Cup back in September, as we see Mansfield with the lefty three.
Expecting lots of three-point attempts tonight. Both teams not afraid to jack it up from deep early stages.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Scherf, the Bibby, who puts it up and hits her second three. I think we've got an early taste of what's to come. Chloe Bibby knocks down her second triple of the night. And again, the cut inside. Called, though, on the Lynx. That is their 4th so far in this quarter. As we see Marina Whittle step in for the first time tonight, as well as Mackenzie Quinn-Choicard for the Lynx. Bounce pass here with Mansfield for Borlase. Mansfield has another look for 3. She knows this court very well, the Bendat Basketball Centre. A couple of years here as a Perth Lynx co-captain. She started hot early.
She rattles those threes in. They don't have a lot of arc, but boy, when she gets her eye in, she gets them rolling. Speaking of rolling.
Whitcomb tries to go to work. It's going to be fascinating to see this matchup tonight. The 2 veteran point guards in Whitcomb and Mansfield, but a lot expected of them, not just from an output perspective, from a leadership perspective as well, Carrie.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, direct the traffic, organise the plays, defend each other with grit. Hit the three. You know, there's probably more scoring pressure on Sammy Whitcomb in terms of, you know, she's one of their sort of big 3 or big 4 scorers. But, you know, having said that, Mansfield can light it up at any time. We see Bibby with a great catch and turnaround finish.
That's why she's one of the most informed players in the league this season, Chloe Bibby, in the top 10 for points per game this season. As Mansfield now goes to work with Whittle and Talbot along the perimeter. Saw her put up a terrific block before Steph Talbot, trying to get something going in the front end of the court, as that's another foul on the Lynx. They're in the bonus now. And Steph Talbot will now head to the charity stripe, and she's an 82% free throw shooter. Yeah,
we talked about how complete she is, and that speaks to it too. You know, she's an elite free throw shooter. You know, we say the best of the best are probably in the 90s, but she's you know, she's well in the 80s, and that's more than classy.
2020 MVP, runner-up last year, just by 1 vote to Annalie Maley in the MVP count. She'll be right up there again, you sense, in MVP contention in this season, if the first half of the campaign is anything to go by. Entertaining game, early stages. Lightning with a 19-15 lead. Both teams are very, very good first quarter teams as well. So the Lightning are plus 17 total points in the first quarter over their opposition, and the Lynx are plus 10 over their opposition in first quarters this year. Both teams, though, struggle in the second and third quarters, coincidentally.
And we see Chloe Bibby get the offensive foul there for a screen, moving screen in the backcourt.
She's got 8 points so far, Bibby. Whittle goes to work, doesn't get the lucky roll. Scrap for the ball, and it comes to Whitcomb. 2.5 to play in the first quarter. Calls for the screen from Mackenzie Clinch-Hoycart. Did well to ensure Steph Talbot had no say defensively on that play. At the other end, Mansfield hits her 3rd triple. Feeling it early is the star of the Lightning, and they've got this lead back out to 7, Carrie.
And that's a confidence 3. When you pull up on the break and stroke it, that says, I'm feeling it. This is wide open. I'm taking this one for my team. Good timeout call to stop the momentum from Coach Ryan Petrick. Be interested to see what the coaches have to say in these timeouts. Want to, you know, tidy up their defense a little bit. I mean, there hasn't been wide open shots, but I don't think Coach Petrick will be happy with 22 from the Adelaide Lightning in this opening quarter.
So a little earlier on, Carrie, you were keeping a close eye on the clash between the Sydney Flames and the UC Capitals. There's a lot of momentum around the Carrie Graf Capitals at the moment. They're very close to that first win, but they just weren't able to quite get that victory over the line, going down by 11 points.
Yeah, look, and it was a game of, I mean, the big 3 for the Sydney Flames we saw there, in my mind, player of the match, Keely Froling, 21 points, 13 boards. She was
hot form at the moment, Froling, isn't it?
Unbelievable. You know, Shyla Hill led from the front, scoring 26 points. She shot the 3. She broke down the ball screen offensively. You know, UC Capitals started really well. Button was big for them inside. Shanice Swain was on fire from the 3-point line, but the third quarter they just lost their way a little bit, and the momentum went all Sydney Flames' way, and that was the ball game.
They're close though, aren't they, the Caps?
They're certainly, you know, I mean, they've had injury woes and many other things, but they've, you know, I think they've had 7 starting lineups of their 10 starts, but they're certainly playing a style that, you know, they're going to steal a win, hopefully sometime very soon.
Back here at the Bendat Basketball Centre, timeout called by Petrick. What can they do out of it? Bibby can't hit her 3rd consecutive triple. A stop for the Lightning. Good start for Nathurst's side, although that pass from Talbot has been chopped off by Whitcomb. And then almost, I'm not sure whether she was caught in 2 minds there, Carrie, whether she wanted to pass or shoot. In the end, it's a missed 3-point attempt.
And that's the, you know, Talbot's length. You know, you look at, like, Sammy Whitcomb's a 5'8", 5'9", guard type. Talbot's a 6 foot at 6'1". She's quick. You know, she's quick and long, and I think that just put a bit of indecision into Sammy Whitcomb's mind. But, you know, was Talbot going to block it? Was she going to pass? That's the talent and the size that Talbot brings when she's defending a star like Sammy Whitcomb.
Speaking of size, Munro there with the big rebound and able to feed the ball out. That ball has come off the hands of Marina Whittle and out of bounds for a Perth Lynx ball.
See some semi-extended pressure perhaps from the Adelaide Lightning here. Nope, they're going to back it up and play in the half court.
Whitcomb for Clinch-Hoycart. Bibby catch and shoot. They've got a licence, this Perth Lynx team, to put it up when they're open.
That they do. They stick to what they know.
Oh, pick and roll. Beautiful action there with Talbot and Munro. Munro just missing several field goals in a row recently, but look at the desperation from the import. It came off feet. Chloe Bibby waiting for the call as Munro just a little slow to get to her feet. Atwell also on the court for Perth as well. It looks like we'll be an Adelaide Lightning ball. So the desperation there from Munro has paid off.
Yeah, it has. They play physically, they play hard. In fact, both teams do, but certainly this Adelaide Lightning team.
Here is Talbot. And behind the back, going herself and knocking it down. And why not go yourself when you can pull off a finish like that?
Tough, you know, her handles have improved. She can change pace, pull up and shoot the mid-range shot.
4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists already for Steph Talbot. What a first quarter she's playing. Missed 3 there from Whitcomb. But offensive rebound so crucial for this Perth side. Clinch Hoycard has a look, can't knock it down. Talbot comes up with board number 5. Abby Cabello on the court now for the Adelaide Lightning, the championship-winning cap. Munro again with a deep 2, well short.
That time under pressure.
Gandini at the other end, denied again by Talbot. She can do no wrong.
She is on fire. She's sucking in the big ones though. I'd imagine that Coach Nat Hurst may well play Steph Talbot 40 minutes. You know, I mean, she's got the body to do it. She's fit, well conditioned, as we see. Great cut by Chloe Bibby.
She played all 45 minutes of the overtime game against the Pumas last week. She's one of the fittest players in the comp, Steph Talbot. Here she is receiving the ball with her side up 24-17. 8 seconds to shoot in this first quarter. She's done it all in the first term. She finds Whittle. Whittle can't hit the 2. Whittle again, just gets it off in time, but can't find the middle of the ring. And that is the end of inevitably an entertaining first quarter between the Adelaide Lightning and the Perth Lynx, and the Lightning holding a 24-17 advantage with Steph Talbot, the skipper, leading from the front carry graph.
Yeah, look, it's as we said in the opener, we knew this one's going to be a high-scoring one, and that it's been big, you know, big shots by big players, 3-point bombs letting loose. As we see one of those stars here find a way. You know, the best players just find a way. They find a way to score. They find a way to get a rebound. As we see Whitcomb again, pull up, shoot it over a big hand. Classy behind the back pass. Ball movement by the Perth Lynx was exceptional. We talked about cutting. Bibby gets herself in there, but Adelaide Lightning's cutting in that first quarter has been superb. As we see Talbot get her feet in the key. Lauren Mansfield got on fire, hit 3 threes.
Yeah, 3 of 4 threes. There's another one there for Lauren Mansfield. Overall, the Lightning have had 3 of 5 from 3-point territory compared to the Perth Lynx, who have gone 3 of 14 from 3-point territory early. We know the Lynx, they're averaging 30 3-point attempts per game. They're already halfway to that average 1 quarter in, but ultimately it's all about efficiency, and Adelaide have been able to make the most of it so far.
Yeah, that they have. And look, I think the difference too is that, you know, Adelaide have done a good job to get some mismatches down inside for Munro. That they're attacking that ball screen action. The Perth Lynx have been doing a 3-way switch and trying to absorb that roller, but Munro's found herself down low quite often with a mismatch, and that's been effective for them. They're getting a nice mix of inside out. Perth, on the other hand, as you mentioned, they live and die by that 3-point line, and right now it's not rolling for them, but a team like theirs can go, you know, can turn a 21% free 3-point percentage around pretty quickly.
Well, Ryan Petrick spoke to the press during the week, and he said, we are playing the long game. We are card counters on the blackjack table. We want to jack up 30 to 43s a game and back the team to eventually catch fire, as we have so many elite shooters. It is blatant. It is so public as well. This is our game. This is us, and we're going to stick to it no matter what. At the moment, though, the Adelaide Lightning making the most of their rare opportunities.
And that's why they've always got a potential to be in games. You know, like they've got the coach's confidence. They practice it. But like they say, this is our style, and we're going to stick to it. Very much like playing some of the Asian teams classically that play that style.
Second quarter underway. Long attempt on that occasion coming from Atwell, misfiring. Cabello finding a teammate, then getting it back on the outside, but just losing control, and they have stepped out of bounds, so the Lynx will get the ball back in their backcourt. Cabello, such an important member of the Caps outfit, carry for a long, long time, part of those couple of championships as well, and getting probably a few more opportunities at the Adelaide Lightning this season.
Yeah, and played under Coach Nat Hurst in the NBL 1 with the Canberra Nationals, so certainly know each other well, and I feel...
Oh, Munro, get out of my house. 3 blocks from the Lightning, and they've all been gobsmacking so far.
They've been impressive. You talk about a party, maybe it's going to be a block party.
Yes. Yeah, that may have been left off the invite, the block party. I'm expecting a 3-point fiesta, which we still do have as well. Here's Atwell. Look at the confidence, and with authority drives hard inside and lays it in.
You know, and talking to Nat Hurst, her, you know, certainly part of their tactic is, can they run some of those shooters off the 3-point line? They're going to give him, okay, Atwell, we're not going to let you get the 3, force you to put the ball on the floor. You know, sometimes easier said than done. When you take away the 3, they're going to get on the rim. It's that balanced approach, as we see Munro looking to back down her man.
Yeah, they had the mismatch there on Atwell, but tough shot created there by Atwell. So Munro's now 4 of 10 from the field. As Cubillo is called for the foul.
Both coaches going to their bench early in this game. Potentially thinking it might come down to the wire, and they're going to get a few minutes out of their stars.
Ella Badish as well is also on the floor for Adelaide. She started a couple of nights ago against Bendigo. Handoff there for Sharp, for Clinch Hoycard. He misfires, but Bibby gets the offensive rebound. But then it's ripped away from Steph Talbot, who wanted it more than anyone else. Set up a lay in here for Abby Cubillo.
The strength of Steph Talbot.
What a game the MVP is playing. Burrows on the floor, so quick, it took too many steps on that occasion.
Dragged the back foot. Good defense by Abby Cubillo.
There is Steph Talbot at a dogged, determined best.
Tell you what, there'd be a few other sports that'd like to steal an athlete like Steph Talbot.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Don't think she's going anywhere. Plays professionally all over the world. An Olympian, World Cup medalist.
Very lucky to have her down under, part of the WNBL. Borlase. Oh, missed the shot. Look at the determination to get the offensive rebound. Find Cubillo with the reverse. A little denial coming in there from Sharp. And forces the turnover. Here's Burrows looking to kick up the tempo. They probably needed a play like Burrows just to inject some life, and Burrows does that for Perth.
She did. Great little finish on the reverse there.
Well played, Taya Burrows. Glimpses last year of her potential. A few more opportunities this season. Borlase fading away, missing. Whittle coming up with the offensive rebound. Then again, they've lost it when they've had a fresh 14 seconds, the Adelaide Lightning.
Feel momentum creeping towards the Perth Lynx.
So Munro able just to knock it away for Talbot. Driving hard for Cubillo. Knocked out of her hands though by Clinch Hoycard, so they'll have 18 seconds to work with here, the Adelaide Lightning. Good to see both Cubillo for Adelaide and also Burrows for the Lynx. 2 younger point guards bringing ample pace into the game off the bench.
Sam Simons with the ball back in for in for the first time today for the Adelaide Lightning. Borlase working the ball screen.
Munro stripped away from her by Clinch Hoycard, so another 6 seconds here for the Lightning to work with. Lauren Mansfield back on the floor as well, after hitting 9 points in that first quarter. She wants it back. And almost caught in 2 minds there. Great defense from Perth to force a shot clock violation. Sharp, so athletic. Such a presence, but then a great block there from Simons. They're on song defensively early, the Adelaide Lightning.
That they are. Their ability to block, not send teams to the free throw line, not foul, change shots, block shots. It's been impressive.
Averaging 8 minutes per game. Sam Simons this year as a timeout is called, and this timeout is brought to you by CTM Sport. Are you considering travelling interstate with your basketball team? Consider CTM Sport for a competitive, innovative and customised travel solution that puts your team on top. For more information, head to ctmsport.com.au. to learn more. So timeout called. Just the Lynx, just a little bit of momentum they've been able to garner in this second quarter, early stages, Carrie.
Yeah, and a few little, a few little turnovers for the Adelaide Lightning. Bobble the ball loose, not cleaning their execution, which we'd seen in that first quarter. Back cutting off posts, getting the ball inside. A little bit fumbly, I think, for them offensively, but they've still got a 5-point lead.
They had a lead at quarter time, 24-17, but Perth with 4 points to 2 so far in this second quarter. So as I mentioned before, both teams very good first quarter teams, but shocking second quarter teams so far in this WNBL season. Both teams, from a total perspective, minus 31 on their opposition in second quarters this season. It's interesting, both teams very strong in the first and last quarters, but so that their bookends are strong, but in the middle, and their second and third, they're well down in their opposition so far this season.
Extended pressure here by the Perth Lynx. In a 1-2-2 full court press, they shake it loose. And an easy bucket for Amy Atwell off the steal from the press.
They've got a bit of momentum now, the Lynx. They're back within 3 after trailing by 7 at the quarter-time break. Munro hoping for someone to cut inside, and she finds Whittle. Thread the eye of the needle there, and Whittle rewards her with the 2. Pass from Munro. She is recognised with the assist, and much needed bucket there as Whitcomb goes to work. Tough bucket from the skipper.
She goes left. She likes that little lean-off runner. Exceptional finisher is Sammy Whitcomb.
Here's Whittle raising up. Great athleticism from the 3-on-3 star. She has Adelaide's last 2 field goals. She's reliable coming off the bench, Marina Whittle, whatever team she's played at. And there's another floater from Sammy Whitcomb.
The youngster ball laser's got her hands full there. Yeah. You can see her looking around for the screen, concerned about what's happening, and the veteran just picks her off. Utilises that ball screen and finds a way to get a great score.
We had a great decision to watch 9 now tonight and watch some WNBL hoops. If you're on the East Coast, thanks for staying up with us as Whittle tries to continue her hot form but misfires. Atwell for Whitcomb in rhythm. Can't get that one to go. Whittle having a good second quarter brings down the defensive rebound.
And she is happy to settle it down here, get some execution. Ball back in their point guard's hands, Mansfield.
Backing down, falling well short on that 3-point attempt. An important stop here for the Lynx. Lob pass for Scherf. Did all the hard work, and then Sharp comes around, gets that offensive rebound. Atwell sets and scores. All tied up at Bendat.
There's some people that can shoot the 3, and she's one of them. I mean, percentage-wise on the season, she's only at 28, but she's not shying away from shooting that. She'd have Coach Petrick's backing to take it whenever she's open. Amy Atwell.
Yeah, Atwell started most games early this season, just coming off the bench the last few, but she's very, very talented. Big season from her to date. She's got 7 points. Borlase has 1 to shoot, has to put it up. She runs out of time. That won't count. Shot clock violation, and Perth with a nice little momentum swing here in the second term.
Yeah, their defensive intensity's picked up a little bit. They've managed to force tough shots for Adelaide. Nothing really easy coming their way.
13 points to 6 so far in this second quarter in favour of the Lynx. Atwell had a big say in that offensively. Bibby for 3. Scherf with another offensive rebound. So things starting to click for Perth. And they connect from deep here. Scherf just missed Bibby with a pass. It might be costly. Borlase, as Simons to her left, goes herself. A great defensive play from Scherf.
Tried to sucker a foul from Scherf. Scherf wasn't having a bar, but used her size well.
Borlase knocks it out of the hands of Atwell. Sends it out of bounds with 17 seconds left on the shot clock here for the Lynx. And Amy Atwell having a big second quarter for her side. Averaging 11 points per game this year, Amy Atwell. Game recently against the Caps with 21 points.
Whitcomb.
Oh, that was a no-look pass there from Whitcomb, yeah. Somehow comes off. Atwell kicks it out. Ryan has 4 to shoot. That's a tough shot. Bank wasn't open. Bibby, what a rebound And then denied by Simons. The long reach of Sam Simons with a second rejection.
This has got the intensity of a playoff.
It does. It's terrific to watch. Borlase sends it out for Mansfield. Great ball control. Brooke for three. She knocks it down and hits the scoreboard for the first time.
A little more poise and composure by the Adelaide Lightning there in that offensive set. Let the ball do the work.
First field goal attempt for Chelsea Brooke tonight. She connects from deep. As a foul is called on the Lightning. Their second team foul. Steph Talbot back out on the floor. Ryan for Scherf, for Whitcomb, for Bibby. For Ryan, for Scherf. Quick ball movement here. Scherf backing down. The mismatch there on Talbot. That's what you want your big doing, Carrie.
Absolutely. I mean, she can shoot the three, and we've heard Coach Petrick say that's what they want to do, but when she gets down low, she's got great finesse, excellent finish, hard to guard.
Talbot wants a screen and gets it from Simons. Great defense from the Lynx, but there was a player left open in Brooke, and Brooke rewards Talbot.
Seesawing affair we've got here.
A big game from Steph Talbot. Scherf lobbing it in for Bibby. Loves the fadeaway, and that's why.
Perth now going to their inside game. Yes, we can shoot the threes whenever we want, but we can get some mismatches down low and finish with finesse, 2 feet from the rim.
12 points for Bibby, 5 of 10 from the field. Steph Talbot with the one Duke goes in. Can't lay that one in. Lynx have an opportunity to take the lead here. Scherf, what a cut from Atwell. She gives the Lynx the lead.
Great feed from Scherf.
Timeout called at the Bendat Basketball Centre. The Lynx regain the lead. A lovely look from Lauren Scherf, who's averaging 5 assists per game this season. And a terrific year on offense. This timeout is brought to you by Cygnett, major partner of the WNBL this season. So to stay connected with the latest WNBL news and, of course, all your social highlights, ensure that you keep your favourite tech charged up at home or on the go with Cygnett's extensive range of charging products and digital accessories. A massive thanks to Cygnett for powering the WNBL with high-quality tech this season. Explore their range at cygnett.com. And the Lynx have got plenty of power at the moment in this second quarter. They are really taking it up to the Lightning. It's a 19-11 second quarter carry in favour of the Lynx.
Yeah, and look, I think in that last 3 or 4 minutes, the Lynx did a great job to go to their inside game. They created mismatches inside. They had some nice back cuts. You know, we know that we've talked about their coach says we want to get up, crank up that three-point shot. We've got, elite shooters, but they've got some people with size and finesse that can finish inside, and we saw that's actually what gave them this little momentum run. And I think defensively their intensity really lifted. We saw the Lightning bobble the ball a bit, not get anything too easy, and as we said from the start, this is going to be an arm wrestle. It's back and forth, three-point shots, interior play, block shots.
And from all the tips I heard sort of leading up into the game, it was pretty split in terms of who might win this one between the Lynx and the Lightning. And the other thing to note, which will probably become a bit more of a factor in the second half, as Borlase steps inside and can't get that one to drop, he is fatigued. This is the third game in 9 days for the Lightning, whereas the Lynx haven't played a game in that 9-day stretch. They're fresh. They've been at home during the Christmas period. Scherf goes to work. Good matchup here, one-on-one with Brooke. But she steps inside. Had great composure there, but missed it. Great defense from Brooke, and Talbot comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, and you overlay that fatigue factor with the time of the game. Adelaide are on the West Coast. Yes, the time difference isn't quite as much for them as some of the East Coast teams, but, you're still playing it when you may well normally be in bed.
Borlase misfires. We're into the final minute here in this second quarter. What an entertaining second quarter it has been as well. Whitcomb for Bibby, and stolen by Talbot. So determined, and you won't catch her. An easy left-hand layup as the Lightning regain the lead.
You can see Talbot has that look in her eyes. She's got to make something happen for her team. She comes up with big plays when they need it, as she did just then. And they get a stop here.
6-second differential between game clock and shot clock as Bibby sets a task for Atwell, who's been the player of this second quarter. But Scherf, with power and authority, slams it back in. Lynx have a 1-point lead. 6 seconds left. You want the ball in the hands of Lauren Mansfield. What a pass for Talbot. It didn't quite come off, though. Hands on heads. Whitcomb's prayer well short, but that is the end of an arm wrestle first half. And the Lynx, after a somewhat sluggish start, have regained the lead in that second quarter. They head to the half with a minuscule 1-point advantage, 38-37, off the back of a 21-13 second quarter. And as we have a look at some of the highlights as well, Atwell offensively in the first bit of that quarter really got them going. Then Scherf got to work as well. Offensively and defensively, just steamed. They got some rhythm back into their game in that second quarter, Carrie.
Yeah, they did. It was, as we said, the first quarter was all about the Adelaide Lightning. Second quarter all about the Perth Lynx. I thought their sense to go interior. They put the ball on the floor on penetration. They passed the ball deep and found a way to create some momentum in a different way. And I think that really helped them. That mix of inside-outside game. They went outside first quarter. Shot wasn't dropping as much as they'd like. Second quarter inside, and it paid dividends.
It's halftime. It's the Lynx 38, Lightning 37. We'll take a short break and be back with the third quarter in just a few moments. Just before quarter time. Great handles there from Potch. What a step. What a young star she is.
Wow. Melbourne just need a bucket. Wallace down the lane, extra pass. Mia Murray in the corner. 3 ball drops. Murray's got 32, and we are tied up at the State Basketball Centre.
And I got goosebumps. Mia Murray, take a bow. It just seems like there's a lack of energy right now with Bendigo. They need somebody to spark them. Maybe it'll be this Kelly Wilson basket.
Oh my word! Orton sends it 4 rows deep.
How was this blocked?
Oh, timing personified. 8 to shoot for Rochi, for Jackson, who makes it look so easy.
Yes.
Carly Ernst, not again. Oh my gosh. Carly stops.
Davidson inside the paint. Murray, extra pass. George for 3.
Put that one on repeat.
Prepare your taste buds
Hungry?
Famished.
for 6 delicious nights on 9.
Dare to replicate the snack.
Australia's best chefs, head to head, recreating our most iconic snacks.
I think I stuffed this up. Get it together. I know you've got this.
It looks like salt and pepper calamari.
New Snack Masters. Stream the latest episodes on 9 now.
You know, they don't teach in PI schools how to get the money shot.
They're undercover,
What are you doing?
That is how you get the money shot.
cracking cases
Nothing says I'm stalking you like a hidden camera.
the old-fashioned way. Jason Priestley,
Are you nuts?
It's a rental.
Private Eyes. Stream complete seasons on 9 now.
Who is the coach's favourite?
Oh. I haven't been there long. Me. I can't say I've done two sessions. Courtney Woods. Shyla.
Shanice Swain.
Coach's favourite? Sherfy would be up there, yeah.
Shyla.
Talbot.
Do I have to answer that yet? Probably myself.
The coach's favourite? Sarah. Sarah Blitzarves. Absolutely Cheryl's favourite, and I'll be more than happy to say that.
Oh, no favourites.
Taya Burrows.
Mia.
The coach's favourite? Me! Easily.
From Australia, the Nasty Coconutters and Imperial.
Can the bromance reignite?
The show must go on.
Summer's greatest epic is coming.
So baby, in 90 days, we're gonna be husband and wife. I was with her for 5 days, and then I proposed to her.
She's so eager to be in love, she lets red flags just go.
People say, 19-year-old, she's just using you. Maybe she could be.
90 Day Fiancé. Get your summer streaming on 9 now.
Hi Hoopers, I'm Tess Madgen. I'm so excited to be offering virtual masterclasses this school holidays with She Hoops. Starting on the 9th of January at 5:30 p.m. every Monday night. In this 5-week series, we will be delivering a range of basketball skills. I will also take you through a number of mobility skills designed to keep your body active and engaged. And the best part is that it's free. Go to shehoops.com.au to register now and secure your spot.
Expect the unexpected.
It's summer's greatest show.
Best point of the match.
And he is the greatest showman.
What an athlete.
What a play.
King Nick leads the Aussie assault.
This one is for country.
Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats.
The truth is,
you're always better off with a really good lie.
Pretty Little Liars. Get your summer streaming on 9 now.
Can everyone line up?
Make Brixmas memories on 9 now.
We being good boys?
Magical creations.
Attack that Lego.
Will blow your mind.
That's a really great hippo.
Who will be Brixmas champion?
Deck the halls with something, something.
Stream now on 9 now. It's the biggest WNBL season yet, and superstar Lauren Jackson returns. Turn it up. Don't miss a block, basket, or game winner.
Just not steal the win.
WNBL, live on 9 now.
Looking for something to keep the kids entertained these school holidays?
Listen to the roar of that crowd.
Come and watch Australia's elite female basketballers in action as they battle it out for championship glory in the Cygnett WNBL.
That's a good shot.
Tickets available now. To book your seat, visit WNBL.basketball.
Every girl's gotta have a hobby.
Veronica, why does trouble follow you around?
Veronica Mars, get your summer streaming on 9 now.
For over a century, I have lived in secret until now.
What are you?
The Vampire Diaries. Get your summer streaming on 9 now.
Talking about off-air beforehand, we mentioned a number of times throughout the broadcast how the Lynx love nothing more than a three-point shot, but they may have made a slight adjustment in that second quarter, because after 14 three-point attempts in the first quarter, just the 4 in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they went to their inside game. 26 points in the paint so far in this game, and that's probably been the bit of the difference. I mean, they're shooting they've attempted twice the amount of three-pointers as the Adelaide Lightning have, shooting at 22%. Adelaide is shooting at 44, but the points in the paint, there was a real shift in that second quarter. They were all, exterior three-point bombs in the first quarter. Second quarter, they went inside and they clawed that lead back and outscored Adelaide 21-13.
Good spread of scores as well for the Adelaide Lightning, 9 for Munro and Mansfield, although no points for either of those two players in the second quarter. Talbot has a very nice stat line. 6, 6, and 6. 6 points, rebounds, and assists for...
She's a devil.
She's putting in one heck of a game. And just when the Lynx looked like they were about to run away with the match in the second quarter, she just came up with a couple of big plays offensively and defensively to keep them in it. But don't go anywhere. This is going to be a cracking second half. These two teams always deliver an intoxicating game, and that is certainly the case again on a Friday night. Great to have you with us on 9 Now as Adelaide through Talbot and Munro get us going in the second quarter. Munro missed the first time but picked up the crumbs and got the second to give the Lightning the lead.
Nothing like padding your stats. They went back to what worked for them in the first quarter, straight inside to Munro.
Scherf immediately put up the 3 and misfired, so Lightning with an opportunity here.
Looking a little proppies, Munro, that time down the floor.
Yeah, there was an incident in the second quarter where she just was a little sore to get up.
Maybe ankle.
Mansfield gets the screen from Munro, hoping for the pick and roll, except Talbot cuts on the other side, then went to Munro. Terrific team basketball from Adelaide.
And they get deep there, hard to defend the Adelaide Lightning. As we said, they cut off those deep catches as well, which makes it extra tough.
Here's Ryan. Was the arm out? It was. So it's an offensive foul. Mansfield ecstatic, and Adelaide have had an ideal start to this third quarter.
They have defensively. Big play here by Mansfield.
Just that right arm from Ryan extending. The referee noticed and called the offensive foul. Mansfield for Talbot. It's almost like those 3 Adelaide Lightning players, the only three to touch the ball. Now Borlase gets involved, turns around and misses. Borlase came into this game ranked number 1 for field goal percentage at 57%. Fortunately, she's got 1 of 7 so far, the young gun, in this game. Still plenty of time to have an impact, though, in this contest. Whitcomb, beautiful pass inside for Scherf, who was fouled. Missed the shot, but will head to the line to shoot a couple. Both teams barely been at the free throw line so far tonight. In fact, this is Perth's first attempt from the free throw line tonight, whereas Adelaide have only gone twice so far.
Yeah, it's been clean. The referees have allowed them to play, but not overly. It hasn't been overly physical. It's just been good quality basketball. Players using their body well, maintaining good space. But we saw in that play on that ball screen action, Sammy Whitcomb has just got a feel for where Scherf's going to be. No look pass, classy. As we see Scherf nail both those free throws.
Having a terrific season, Lauren Scherf, in the top 10 in the league for both rebounds and assists, and the number 1 player for blocks in the WNBL this season. Munro for Talbot, lovely feed. And then from the charity stripe there, puts up a lovely mid-range too.
Just so poised is Talbot. They ran her off for a couple of picks. She was wide open for a 3, didn't get the ball. She kept her composure and finds herself a nice easy one at the free throw line.
Here's Whitcomb. Oh, behind the back. The party trick's coming out. Bibby can't hit the 3. What a pass from Sammy Whitcomb.
Put that on the highlight reel. Top 5 plays of the week.
I reckon. Talbot loses control, but there was a foul. Sharp, not too happy with it either. Arms came out from Alex Sharp. Disallowed Sammy Whitcomb from the fast break lay-in. Here's that pass. That's the definition of knowing where your teammates are.
Yeah, and good hands by Scherf to catch it almost between her feet, but that was a hell of a play. Court wipers getting a bit of a workover.
Yeah, it's hot on the floor tonight, no doubt. High-octane teams going at it. Here's Borlase. Good defense from Bibby. Turnover by the Lightning. Ryan this time didn't put the arm out, went herself and laid it in.
Hot little contest between those two.
Robbie Ryan with her first points of the game so far, and it's back to a 1-point advantage in favour of the Lightning. You get a sense this seesawing battle will be like that until the final buzzer.
Patient offence for the Adelaide Lightning. Happy to work the ball through sets of hands, make the ball do the work.
Handoff here for Borlays. She had a turnover last offensive possession. Has to shoot now, Talbot. Did it go off in time? It did, but it missed. Ryan with the rebound, and Lynx had the momentum back on their home floor. Scherf, beautiful cut from Bibby, and then Talbot straight away put her hand up. Knew she had got Ryan's hand there, and it's a foul against Talbot.
Bibby on the nice curl back cut.
And Chloe Bibby will be going to the free throw line. Not the most efficient free throw shooter for the Lynx this season, going at 56%, but having a mighty year. Number one for the Lynx points per game, going at 18 points per game, as well as 5 rebounds. And leading into tonight's game in some hot form, 24 points and 9 boards against Townsville and 21 points and 8 boards against the Caps. She gives the Lynx the lead. She's now got 14 points for tonight.
In reverse commentator's curse, we call out a not such a great free throw shooting percentage. She strokes both.
That's how we work here on our broadcast, as the lovely pass back out there to Brooke came from Baddish. Now Talbot goes to work. Little hand in there from Sharp. It came off her, but there's only 2 seconds on the shot clock here for Adelaide to work with. See the block numbers on your screen there. Simons has a couple. There's 5-1 in favour of Adelaide. Baddish for Talbot. Baddish should have put it up.
An interesting, Talbot was taking the ball out of bounds then with 2 seconds. I thought she might have been on the floor and they get another feeder, but she's one of their best passers, so I'm sure that's part of their tactic. But 2 seconds, you got a chance, time to do 2 things. 1 dribble, 1 shot. 1 pass, 1 shot. You haven't got time for 3.
You have to be on alert here. Kayla George became the first WNBL player in 10 years to get a triple-double last week. Talbot at the moment is 8-7-7, early stages of the third, as Bibby goes in and takes her tally to 14 points. I think it's 16 rather. As Talbot puts it up and misfires.
Wow, Bibby's cutting's been impressive in this third quarter. Any look at denial, she just cuts straight to the rim.
Ryan does well not to give away the offensive foul, draws the contact. As Lauren Mansfield giving away the foul. Second foul on Mansfield. No players really in any foul trouble, except, I take that back, Robbie Ryan's got 3 personal fouls to her name. As Alex Sharp takes a seat, and Atwell comes back into the game after an excellent second quarter, in which she scored 9 points. Catch and shoot, Bibby feeling it. Ryan with a strong rebound. She's starting to come into the game. Couple of buckets for Robbie Ryan, and the Lynx out to a 5-point lead.
That's the thing with both these teams. They've got players that can step up and give you a little scoring punch.
Talbot for Mansfield, wide open from deep. Can't knock it down. Strong rebound from Bibby.
Big defensive play here for the Adelaide Lightning. 5 down.
Atwell, that was a pretty looking shot. Scherf came through, reversed it, couldn't get it to go. Another offensive rebound for Bibby. Hands in there, foul is called. And Bibby really lifting her output as this game progresses.
She is. She's been impressive on the glass.
14 fouls against the Lightning in this third quarter. And they've still got just over 5 minutes remaining as well.
Lauren Mansfield's third, I believe. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Nat Hurst leaves her out there, allows her to play with 3.
Wickham, that was pretty. One hand and the other, then laid it in. And it's a game-high 7-point lead now for Perth. Talbot for Brooke. Turnover. Lynx really clicking on defence. Wickham kicking it out. Atwell all oxygen. And Bibby can't keep it in. Quite amazing how this game has turned from quarter time onwards in favour of Perth, Carrie Graff.
Yeah, look, the momentum is firmly with the Perth Lynx at the moment. Adelaide are playing that in-between offence at the minute. It's not a fast break or transition early basket, and it's not working through offence. They've taken shots 1 or 2 pass in. Not easy to rebound, easy to defend for the Perth Lynx as we see them now. Move the ball through sets of hands, see if they can execute and get a wide open 3 from Mansfield, not to be.
Dropping for Mansfield since quarter time. Ryan with the handle, the spin. What a move! Robbie Ryan took the back. Awesome stuff. And Scherf wins a turnover.
Interesting to see this coach, Nat Hurst, pull a timeout, really try and stop this momentum.
Robbie Ryan, that is a big contender for a play of the week.
Tough finish.
Awesome stuff from the Lynx starter. And it's now ballooned out to a 9-point advantage for Perth. A 14-6 third quarter. Referee's just conferring now. And some technicalities on that play. Munro's just stepped back into the game as well. I think you're right, Carrie. I don't think she's 100% after that incident in the second quarter. She's spent a lot of time on the bench.
Looks a little proppy on that ankle.
Just be resetting the shot clock here, as you can see on your screen. Talbot would have the inbounds pass. It'll lift here. The Adelaide Lightning, who's going to step up. Talbot, double teamed. Kicks it out for Borlase, who just not working for her tonight on offense.
Taking good shots, just can't find the bottom of the net.
Wickham at the other end, lobbing it in for Bibby. No foul call. Bibby hits the deck. Fast break opportunity here for Adelaide. Talbot. The patience there to wait for Munro, but she fumbled. And it goes out of bounds. Another turnover against the Lightning.
Yeah, really hurting the Lightning this quarter, their turnover count.
Wickham bringing it into the front court. Just over 3.5 to play. Gandini knocked away there from Scherf. Gandini recovered though. Wickham back inside for Sharp. Drew the contact. Got the turn, count the points. She's going to the line for an extra. Everything going right for Perth.
That it is. Well executed there. They had a mismatched look down low, then it comes back out. Gandini sees that. Scherf on Talbot, stays on the play, comes up with it. Wickham with the vision. She just finds the open player time after time. Highly skilled. Sharper, super free throw shooter. 92% on the season.
Missed just one carry so far. 11 of 12 heading into this game. Touching all wood around us at the commentary box at the moment as Alex Sharp prepares to complete the three-point play at the Bendat Basketball Centre, and she was never involved. 12 of 13 on the season from the strike for Alex Sharp. The Lynx up, I can't believe it, they're up by 12. Something really has to change now for the Adelaide Lightning to make matters worse. They're in the bonus as well in the third quarter. Munro sets the screen. Borlase denied! Emphatically, she's now blocking them out of bounds, Sammy Wickham.
You know, the star players find ways to make plays at poignant times in the game. You know, they've got a big lead here, momentum, bam! Get that out of here, kid.
Sam goes bam out of bounds. And Talbot, yeah, sensing the opportunity. For something to change, it'd have to be a play like that from Steph Talbot. Makes a tough bucket. Now the important thing is trying to get a stop for the Lightning. Wickham, what a step inside. Couldn't get it to go. They get away with one there, Adelaide, as Whittle brings down the defensive rebound.
Sharp picking up where Bibby left off on the offensive boards, getting on the glass, trying to make something happen.
She's one of the best offensive rebounders in the WNBL, Alex Sharp, as ball A's trying to find Munro. They're looking for Munro at any opportunity, but it looks like Perth are really awake to that now. Another no look from Whitcomb for Sharp, for Scherf, back for Whitcomb, who puts up a tough 3 attempts. And Scherf, strong, underneath the glass, can't get the reverse to go, and Munro rips it away.
Now, O-boards are doing a job of the almost O-boards for the Perth Lynx. They're really setting a standard there. Coach Hurst will want to talk about that in the next time out, getting bodies on physically.
Oh, both players hit the floor there. So that's now 12 offensive rebounds to 7 in favour of the Perth Lynx. Have a look at this play here.
Just a little awkward. Sharp, I think, tripped on her own player and fell into Talbot.
Luckily, both players are okay. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Surprised Nat Hurst hasn't called a timeout, yes?
Got to say, really surprised. You know, momentum swung early and it hasn't gone back the other way. It's just continued to fly the Perth Lynx's way.
So since quarter time, it has been 38-21 in favour of Perth. Simons been great defensively so far tonight. She comes up with a long 2 and a couple in a row now for Adelaide.
She was impressive last year, Sam Simons.
Great size, Sam Simons as well, to do damage at both ends of the floor. Atwell, that's a tough make.
Just takes the hit, encourages the hit, finds a finish.
She coming off the bench and putting in some handy minutes. Munro gets a little closer to the ring on that occasion and finally gets that one a drop. She's 7 of 14 tonight.
Impressive at the start of the game. Impressive when they went back to her early. They maybe sat a little bit with that.
Scherf, for Gandini, for Sharp for 3. Great team ball movement. Didn't quite come off though. And the Lightning Whittle did well not to bring it into the front court and then back.
Big offensive set for the Adelaide Lightning. Can they get this back to 6?
I wasn't quite expecting it. There's a foul off the ball. There's a lot of contact going on there underneath the ring. Fourth foul on the Lynx in this third quarter.
Interesting to see who they go to here. Is it their superstar, Steph Talbot, on the base out of bounds play? Her to Munro, Munro to her.
Cubillo will have the inbounds pass with just over a minute remaining, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Munro, she pulls up from the charity stripe and falling short again. She went for the hard offensive rebound and cops and gave some contact there to Lauren Scherf. That's just the first foul on Munro.
And the wide open free throw couldn't hit it. Been short on most of those perimeter shots as Munro tonight. Been exceptional on her inside finishes.
So Lauren Scherf at the charity stripe once again. 31 minutes per game she's averaging. Leading into this game was a 71% free throw shooter. And she is now 4 of 4 tonight from the line. And she's also on triple-double watch. She's got 10 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. It's like Kayla George has sparked something in this league last week. Talbot. Lovely find inside for Munro. No foul called. Great defense from the Lynx.
The Lynx really packing it in defensively on their man, making it tough to get those interior catches now.
13-second differential between game clock and shot clock as we tick down towards three-quarter time. Shirt for Bibby, who's back on the floor. Guarded by Talbot. Great offensive play. Terrific composure, and Bank is well and truly open. Big bucket just before three-quarter time for Perth.
Can Adelaide answer?
Cubillo denied by Scherf. The #1 blocker in the WNBL comes up big. Ryan can't quite cap off the perfect third quarter. And they continue to ride this big wave of momentum, the Lynx. They now lead 61-49. They have been terrific since quarter time. There's still 1 quarter to go, and 10 minutes is a long time in a game of basketball. And the Adelaide Lightning have ample stars that will try and get their team across the line. As we have a look at the third quarter highlights, Carrie, it started really well for Adelaide. They got the opening couple of field goals in the quarter. Then a couple of big plays from Robbie Ryan really sparked the Lynx in that third quarter.
Yeah, and then Bibi came alive. You know, her effort on the boards was huge. She made basket cuts. As you mentioned, Robbie Ryan really set him off with a couple of tough inside, inspirational plays to finish. But once they got rolling, they just kept going, and they went back to this interior game, put the ball on the floor, went inside, outside, and back in. That was the advantage for them. And Sammy Whitcomb again showed us why she's one of the best players in the league, particularly with her pass ability.
Let's have a look at some of the key numbers so far in this game tonight. Most importantly, the Lynx holding an advantage there. They're 4 of 25 from three-point line. They're heading towards that average of 30 attempts per game, but they're looking at that rebounds. They've been really dominant, and the points in the paint as well. We know they're a three-point team, but they're getting it done inside the perimeter tonight.
And that's what that's where they're scoring. Score where you can easily, you know. And you got to say that Adelaide have done a pretty good job to try and run them off the three-point line. That's forcing them to put the ball on the floor or throw it inside to cutters on any denial, throw the ball, and they've done that exceptionally well. And you know, here they are with a 12-point lead, with killing the opposition on their points in the paint stat.
4 players with double-figure points so far for the Perth Lynx. 18 for Bibi, 11 each for Atwell and Whitcomb, and 10 for Lauren Scherf as well. And for the Adelaide Lightning, Munro with a team-high 15 points. Talbot with 10 to go with 8 assists and 7 rebounds as well. So we're on trip dub watch there for Talbot as well as Scherf, who has 10. She already has a double-double, Lauren Scherf, and she also has 7 assists as well. There she is on screen, stacking the stat sheet tonight, continuing a really big campaign. She was such an important member of that Canberra Capitals lineup for a long time, Carrie, but she's taken her game to another level out west. Yeah,
that she has. I think she's really matured. She's found the balance of playing inside out as a big. We know she can shoot the ball exceptionally well, but I think her finesse down low, she's minimised what she does. Get deep and do 1 or 2 things, and we see her out at the top here. Coach Ryan Petrick uses the passer, and commentator's curse, she turns the ball over. But she knows how to use her size and her body now.
That's confidence from Marina Whittle to take the responsibility of that 2-point mid-range shot. She knocks it down. Good start for the Lightning. Turnover and a bucket. Robbie Ryan goes to work with Bibi. She's had a terrific game. So strong inside the key. And she gets the responding field goal.
Yeah, recognised well when there's a mismatch or she's got a body that she feels she can overpower, and she did that just then.
Whittle hands off for Simons. Talbot doing some hard work inside. She wants Munro, gets Munro, she doesn't get the 2. Just not dropping consistently.
Maybe a bit of fatigue here on those little finishes.
Turned over there by Whitcomb. And then Whittle goes to work, and good defence from her 3-on-3 Aussie teammate there in Scherf.
Unlucky perhaps not to get a call.
Bibi misses, follows up. Ryan for Sharp for 3.
Good ball movement. Robbie Ryan goes, hey, Sharp, you're a better 3-point shooter than me. Catch this one, I'll get it to the specialist. Great team play, Robbie Ryan. Feed the ball to the wide open shooter. Swing, pass. More momentum for the Perth Lynx.
This time out is brought to you by DIY Blinds. To fit your home with Australian-made designer quality window furnishings at the best prices, head to DIYblinds.com.au to order your free sample today. It's kind of like the start of the third quarter as well in terms of Adelaide getting some early momentum as well, but Perth just being able to respond as well, and they bat pretty deep as well. Perth, able to bring on someone like Atwell off the bench. Can afford to give Whitcomb a bit of a rest now, and Bibi's now up to 20 points and 6 rebounds. They're an impressive side, and they'll be wanting to try and bank the wins as the season progresses.
Yeah, they will, and critical for them to, if they can. They've shown, both these teams have shown they can beat the teams below them or in the bottom four currently, and it's the big challenge is going to come. Can you beat teams in the top four? Most would probably say now that top four may well be set, but you never say never. You never know. It doesn't take much. You get on a little win streak of your own. Teams can go on a slide. There might be injury trouble. You don't know what can happen, but I think it's going to be tough for either of these teams to crack into that top four. But the Lynx, can they light it up, close this one out tonight, and who knows what can happen the next month.
Talbot receives it for Mansfield. Can she get going?
We see a little 2-3 zone, it looks like, from the Perth Lynx out of that timeout.
Working the ball around the perimeter. Oh, Scherf came from nowhere to knock it away. Timing personified from Lauren Scherf.
2-3 zone, she's playing in the middle of that zone, anticipates that the ball's going to get swung, and she uses her speed and length and size to get a block from the corner three.
5 to shoot here. Simons has to put it up, does put it up, and knocks it down. Impressive player, Sam Simons.
Big three-point shot. Can they stay in touch here? 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter.
Sharp easily gets around Munro. The quick hands have been elite to watch tonight from the Lynx. Scherf for Sharp for 3. Doesn't get the lucky roll. Bibby rips it away. Ryan can't hit the 3 either, but they're crashing the offensive boards, and third time lucky for Amy Atwell.
You sense it might start to really bust open here. The crowd are behind this Perth Lynx team. Move the ball exceptionally well then to find the shooters. They're feeling it now again from the three-point line.
Talbot for Mansfield. Everything now needs to go right for the Adelaide Lightning. And Mansfield had it almost ripped away there. Jump ball is called. Lauren Scherf doing some terrific work defensively. She's got better as this game has gone on. As Ryan will take a seat at the Bendat Basketball Centre, and Whitcomb steps back in. Just when Adelaide thought they might get a little bit of a reprieve, the captain steps back on, and possession arrow is with the Adelaide Lightning.
Lauren Scherf, 3 assists shy of a triple-double.
4 blocks as well to go with that. Talbot raising up. Can't get it to drop. Rebound from Atwell. Whitcomb back on the floor. Sharp, Scherf. Oh, Scherf went for the Whitcomb-style party trick. Lost control of the Lynx. Atwell got it back. Talbot gets the rebound.
Scherf is chasing that triple-double by the look of that pass.
Whitcomb, lovely pass inside, and Munro. That's not missing. Right underneath the basket that time. 13-point differential. Scherf. Pass inside. There's an assist. She's up to 8. Bibby is now up to 22 points.
Wow, you can feel the confidence growing for this Lynx outfit. Finding each other on cuts, executing exceptionally well.
Pretty to watch when they're in full flight, Ryan Petrick's side. Mansfield. Good ball movement from Adelaide. Munro can't get it to go again. She was fouled, so we'll head to the free throw line as well. She's had a lot of opportunities inside the perimeter tonight.
Scherf's third personal foul. Great feed.
Yes, took the words out of my mouth. That will another terrific assist from Lauren Scherf. And Munro will be heading to the line. 59% free throw shooter. There's Jacinta Munro. As you mentioned, played everywhere around the world. Carried 10 years, past 10 years in Europe in particular. For that stint in the WNBA. She makes both. She's up to a team high 18 points.
Can the Lightning make a little run? We see extended pressure for them now, but Sharp ends that.
She's starting to find some form offensively in this second half. Alex Sharp, she's up to 8 points. To go with 6 rebounds and 4 assists herself.
Munro looking a little tender on that left leg, perhaps.
So she missed the Wednesday night game as well. And we have to remember as well, as Carrie mentioned off the top, this is the first official game for the Adelaide Lightning without Kirsten Bell, with the two parties opting to part ways during the middle of the week. Mansfield behind the back, terrific dribbling skills from the veteran, but can't get that one to go. Munro, though, keeps it alive. Simons is feeling it from deep, but hit too deep on that occasion. Munro, though, comes up with the rebound and the points.
Can they get it under a double-digit deficit, this Adelaide Lightning team? See if they've got one last run left in them.
Just hanging in there, annoyingly, from a Perth perspective. Atwell turns it over. Bad pass. Mansfield v Whitcomb, one-on-one. Whittle comes through with a lovely reverse layup.
Timeout.
Back to 11, and a timeout is called by Perth coach Ryan Petrick, with his side leading by 11 points with 5.5 to play in this fourth quarter. This timeout is brought to you by Aussie Hoops. The Aussie Hoops program has just had its biggest year to date, with over 42,000 participants registering to a local Aussie Hoops centre nearby. Aussie Hoops is the perfect introduction to the world of basketball for kids aged 5 to 10 years. So whether your little one is a seasoned basketball fan or simply looking to get out there and give it a go, we have no doubt they'll have an absolute ball of a time. So register now at aussiehoops.basketball to kickstart your basketball journey. If you're Ryan Petrick now, Carrie, in this situation, you're up by 11 points. 5.5 minutes is a long time in basketball. Adelaide, a quality outfit. You can't rule them out. What are you saying to your side?
Look, I think first of all he's going to say this is a momentum timeout. He pulled that as soon as the momentum swung there. A quick basket, a steal. He's having nothing to do with that. Call the timeout, refocus, and maybe they'll go back to, well, let's go back to some of that interior play that got us the run. Yes, we've hit a couple of threes from the perimeter. We don't want to go negative. Yep. Keep attacking offensively. That's how we play our best. Attack offensively. I think they'll look to go back inside with some hard cuts, maybe into Bibby. They'll expect maybe some extended pressure here from the Lightning. We'll just steady the ship. We're okay. We've got to keep playing and attacking offensively. Don't go negative.
Great to have your company on 9 Now tonight. It's the Lynx and the Lightning. If you're on the East Coast, thanks for staying up with us. If you're on the West Coast, hope you're enjoying some primetime hoops on the 30th of December. Lovely pass out wide from Ryan for Bibby, who does it from the outside instead of the inside.
Go to what we do best. Shoot the three, hey? If we can't get it inside, we know we can spit it out to the wide open three-point shooter.
Lovely timeout called by Ryan Petrick. Pays dividends as the Lynx extend their lead out to 14. Marina Whittle, though, will be heading to the charity stripe to shoot a couple.
We see it there on the replay. Robbie Ryan sucks the defence in, spits it out to the wide open Chloe Bibby, who strokes that. Boy, she had a great game tonight.
Yeah, she has. She's up to 25 points tonight. It's her 5th game with 20-plus points. Marina Whittle at the line for the Adelaide Lightning. A 75% free throw shooter.
Bibby's effort on the glass has been exceptional. 4 offensive boards, probably 2 or 3 others that she kept alive or almost had an attempt at.
Almost throwing the ball away there. Wickham, good defense, hustle defense there from the Lightning, pressing up high, forcing the turnover.
And the Lightning have got enough. They got enough firepower to make runs. You know, they can go bang bang and hit a couple of threes. We've seen Mansfield do it this season. 1 or 2 of their players can light it up, and they can be back in a ball game in the space of a couple of minutes.
Importantly, the Lightning haven't committed a foul so far this quarter. Munro has to hit this and doesn't. Great rebound from Whittle. Terrific determination, but couldn't get the second opportunity to go. Bibby slows down the tempo, although Talbot right in her face.
The Lynx here will use clock.
Whitcomb. Oh, what a pass inside for Scherf. Out wide for Ryan, who's set back for Scherf. Oh, a falcon for Ryan. Who kicks it back out. 2 seconds to shoot. Has to put it up, Bibby, and does, and falls short. And the tap there from Sharp couldn't quite find a teammate, so Lightning with an important stop. Mansfield for Whittle. For Borlase. For Munro. One-on-one here with Sharp. Back out for Mansfield. Good defense here from Perth. Little baseline jumper there from Mansfield. Drops. It's back to 10 points.
Sammy Whitcomb just controlling tempo for her team. They'll use clock, but not going negative. Keep attacking.
Another no-look pass from Whitcomb as Ryan knocks down the triple. Points at Sammy, says thanks for that, Skip. 13-point lead for Perth.
Timeout, I think, by Coach Nat Hurst here. She wants to chat about it, hold the momentum. What will she come out and do now with her team? Do they quick shoot? Do they make one hard run here? We see the replay, little spit out flick pass by Whitcomb. Wide open, Robbie Ryan strokes the three.
So 13-point lead for the Perth Lynx. Here's a look at your top scorers as well. And we've talked a lot tonight about Chloe Bibby and her terrific season that she's had so far. She's continuing that. So this is her third consecutive game of 20-plus points. It's her, I'm sure it's her best game from a points perspective so far this season. What a terrific performance from her, but still a lot of juice left, hopefully from an Adelaide perspective, and certainly that's what Nat Hurst will be wanting. Her team down by 13 points with 3.5 minutes to play.
Yeah, they may well come out here and trap and get aggressive. Give it one crack, push tempo, shoot a couple of quick shots, see if they can claw this 13-point deficit back to under double digits in the next minute or so.
And the Lynx not backing down either. They've got their starters out there as well. Including Robbie Ryan, who has had a terrific second half. Alex Sharp's got better as the game gone on. It's been a real team-orientated performance tonight from the Lynx.
Yeah, the Lynx could potentially have 7 players in double digits tonight. That's hard to defend.
Munro didn't put up the 2. Whittle for Simons. He's having some important court time here late in the piece. Mansfield goes to work, steps back. She's always putting that up, and she can't knock it down. Strong offensive rebound from Munro. Too tall, too strong. Reduces it back to 11.
You know, and they stick to what they do. Coach Petrick, he instructs Chef, sit back in the key, use your size back there. Will dare other bigs to shoot the perimeter shot. Speaking of bigs shooting the perimeter shot, Chloe Bibby launches the 3, doesn't go for her.
Working it around the perimeter again, the Lynx. Those offensive rebounds have been so crucial to their dominance tonight, Perth. Whitcomb puts it up, can't get it to go. Scherf with the rebound, puts it on the floor, can't reverse it back in. There's a whistle on the play. Adelaide Lightning yet to commit a foul as well in this fourth quarter with 2.5 to play.
Byron Scherf 2 assists away from a triple-double. Steph Talbot not far off herself. 2 assists and 1 rebound off a triple-double.
Score here. Fading away, that's tough. Couldn't get it to go. Munro with another offensive rebound. Cops heavy contact there from Scherf. He's favouring that right knee there. Mentioned a couple of times, he doesn't quite look 100% out there. It was maybe a bit more of a contact knock then, and she's not in a great way. Is Jacinta Munro taking her time here as she favours that lower right leg. They really need her out there for these last couple of minutes because her dominance off the glass tonight has been exceptional.
Yeah, impressive 23 points, 10 boards. And 45% field goal shooting.
So importantly, she's going to stay out there. Oh no, she's not. Looked like she was, but now she will be subbed out. She's not 100%, so it's a blow for the Lightning. Yeah, faint hopes, probably just got a little fainter. Can Brooke step up though? She steps onto the floor, kicks it out for Mansfield. It didn't look great off the hand, and Whitcomb brings down the rebound with just over 2 minutes to play at the Bendat Basketball Centre. Cygnett WNBL action on 9 now. Scherf was trying to reach in, grab that one, but Adelaide player reaching in as well. Foul on the Lightning, their first of the fourth quarter.
Interesting now for Coach Nat Hurst. How long does she hang into this one? Does she give it another 30 seconds to see if they can make a run?
That'll help. Quick miss there. Lovely pass from Mansfield for Whittle. Didn't keep on going. Great composure. She's had a really good fourth quarter, but she just falls short. Did all the right work there, Marina Whittle, except finish.
A lot of shots for the Adelaide Lightning, particularly in their second half, have fallen short. Front of the rim often suggests fatigue.
Yep. Yeah, as we mentioned, it's their third game in 9 days, whereas the Lynx are fresh. But overall, it's a 19-18 quarter in favour of Adelaide so far. So they've matched the Lynx in this fourth quarter. Ryan working underneath the ring there for Bibby. And a big night. Can't continue it here. 90 seconds left. Talbot for Whittle. Mid-range 2 drops. Back under double digits.
They're going to have to look to shoot the 3. Next couple of plays here. Clawing back by 2 isn't going to do it for them.
Oh, cross court.
Big play.
Wow, great defense there from Talbot. Well timed. Forces Sammy Whitcomb into the error. And we've got 1:17 left and 9 points the difference.
Got to go reasonably quick here, the Lightning. The clock is not on their side.
Simons did a couple of three-pointers. Oh, Brooke had no idea the ball was heading in her direction. Miscommunication. And that might prove very costly. 2 young guns on the floor, didn't quite work out for them. Whitcomb, Ryan, Scherf.
She's looking for the assist.
She is. Foul called. Mentioned Lauren Scherf hoping to try and get double figures across the 3 stat lines. She's got 10 points, 14 rebounds and 8 assists to go with 4 blocks on a pretty complete night for the Star Centre.
Yeah, that last play was crucial for the Adelaide Lightning.
Yeah.
If they could have executed reasonably quickly and launched a 3, this could have been super interesting. Still a long time to go.
Ryan for Bibby, for Whitcomb. 5 to shoot here, and left unguarded underneath the basket was Alex Sharp.
I'm going to say that's the ball game.
Mansfield goes inside. There's a nice pass as well for Steph Talbot, who's had a pretty mighty game again. They're not giving up here. Mansfield commits the foul. That is Lauren Mansfield's. She fouled out of the game. Let's say she's got
I think so.
4 fouls to her name before that. So she will come from the court. She really lit it up in the first quarter, Lauren Mansfield. 3 of 4 from three-point territory, but she's gone 0 of 5 since from three-point land and only added another 2 points. A late timeout here between the Lynx and the Lightning. Just the 24 seconds remaining. It's a 23-20 final.
Create momentum through that, through back cuts, through sitting people on the rim. It's been impressive at you know, their ability to play from the outside. And we know they're a great three-point shooting team, but to get the ball inside and finish there, I think their efforts on the glass have been classy. They've really set the standard in terms of effort on the possession game.
Yeah, inside the perimeter tonight, the Adelaide Lightning have gone to 54. Sorry, the Perth Lynx have gone at 54% compared to the Adelaide Lightning's 41%. So not necessarily what they're renowned for from their inside game, but as Carrie mentioned, it has paid dividends tonight. And Chloe Bibby has been a big part of that as well. 7 of 12 from inside the perimeter. Here's Lauren Scherf.
Can she make an assist from the free throw line? Doesn't count if you bounce it back to yourself.
No. Prior to that, she was perfect from the stripe tonight. She was 4 of 4, now 4 of 5. Make that 5 of 6. Lauren Scherf tonight, 11 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. Importantly, 5 offensive rebounds tonight for Lauren Scherf. Bibby trying to get the steal. And forthcoming. Jabila having some late minutes here. Great energy shown from the point guard, and Robbie Ryan brings down the rebound and will bring it into the front court and seal a pretty satisfying night for the Perth Lynx. They had a slow start, but by gosh, did they turn up the heat after quarter time, and they come away with their 4th win in the 2022-23 Cygnett WNBL season, and the big one it was at that over the Adelaide Lightning, 82-72 on their home floor. And Ryan Petcher could be satisfied with his team's output carry from quarter time onwards.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, we said this one was going to be a ball game. Thought it might have been a bit more of an arm wrestle down that stretch, but all credit to Perth. They, their execution was exceptional. They played as a team. I mean, their assists, their ability to move the ball. They looked like a well-oiled machine today. And for a team, 24% from the three-point line, they wouldn't be exceptionally happy with that. But they're committed to taking that number of shots. But it was back to their interior game, and we see there the points in the paint, 50 points in the paint versus 36. I don't think it was through Adelaide not going back inside. I think they couldn't miss two-foot shots down the stretch, or wide open ones in that third and fourth quarter where perhaps the fatigue set in.
And Jacinta Munro went to 10 of 22 tonight from the field. She had 23 points for the Adelaide Lightning to be their number one scorer. As we take a look at some of the highlights, and the Perth Lynx fans thank their home crowd tonight, and their home crowd played a big role as well in that momentum swing. And we have a look at some of the key highlights from that fourth quarter, and Chloe Bibby continuing to. What a shrewd pickup she's been for the Perth Lynx during the off-season. Another big game from her, and she went to 25 points and 9 rebounds tonight. She's a real versatile player, a real tricky player to guard, it seems like.
Yeah, she was impressive. Ability to cut inside. She can hit the three. She got on the glass. She was and defensively, I think she was tough.
Marina Whittle tried her best in that fourth quarter as well, but the ball movement tonight was a real feature of Perth's game. It's a big reason why they were a lot more efficient on the inside as well. Carrie, their team chemistry tonight was on song. Yeah,
it definitely was. That as you said, their ability to move the ball, they swing the ball and find a wide open shooter. They punch it deep into the lane, collapse the defense, and spit it back out. One game to go in 2022. It's Townsville and Melbourne. From Townsville tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be a cracking clash as well. Two informed teams going head-to-head to close out the year, but there's still plenty left in this Cygnett WNBL season as we tick over the halfway point in this season. Carrie, been nice working with you. Same, Ben. Great one. It's been a fantastic night at the Bendat Basketball Centre. The Perth Lynx, in the end, getting the job done over the Adelaide Lightning with a big victory, 82-72. On behalf of the entire hard-working team, on behalf of Carrie Graff as well, this is Ben Waterworth signing off from Perth, where the Lynx got their 4th win of the season, handed the Lightning their 5th loss on the trot. And the Lynx get a little bit of momentum heading into 2023 as we say goodnight from the Bendat Basketball Centre.